Hello dear friends. In my previous lecture we have seen what is an editorial and importance of editorials. Now we are going to see purpose of editorials and the structure of editorials. It is a common question rises in our mind that what is the purpose of editorial? What it should be written in the newspaper? And why it is read out by the readers? So the purpose of the editorials is generally to build a public opinion in a constructive way towards an issue of everyday concern. There are a lot of issues we generally face, but making a public opinion of or on the important issues in a constructive way is the prime purpose of an editorial. Editorials are not only a food for thought to the readers but sometimes also appeal to the reader's emotions. There are many editorials you might have seen that appeal readers' emotions. I remember that there were some editorials in the 1995 till 1999 during the reign of Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. The editorials of Samana was very crucial and raised some important issues of social issues of Maharashtra. So the editorials are not only to provide food or thought for the readers, but it should be appeal to the reader's emotions on burning issues, social issues. Editorials may aim to seek attention of the readers to the evils or wrongdoings in the society. There are many things happening in a wrong way or they are totally wrong in the society. Editorial raises the questions against these wrong deeds in the society and make a controversial used to put this controversial issue before the readers and appeal them to think over it positively and raise the sound against the government or the established norms of the governments. An editorial may also be written in a humorous or sarcastic way. There is another way of writing editorial, that is humorous way or sarcastic way. You can criticize almost each and everything in a humorous way also by showing bad side of the particular issue. The purpose of an argumentative editorial may not only be to inform or entertain readers, but also to persuade or convince them. It is the duty of an editor that he should pursue the bad things and convince the people through his or her editorial. It can be a satirical account of an event. An editorial may also deal with praise of a person, or it may also be a light comment on the news. There are some people in the society who contribute well for the society. So there may be an editorial of these people praising them. There may be a praise in the editorial, there may be a sarcastic remarks in the editorial, there may be some controversial issues raised in the editorial, or there may be some social issues need which need a proper attention of the particular government, so that these social issues can be easily solved. So all these types of editorials are written generally with a specific purpose, uh, trying to bring the attention of the readers on a particular issue and make a huge sound against the oppressive government. So these are the purposes, some purposes of editorials that are written generally in the newspaper. Now, it is an obvious question that what is the structure of editorial? How it can be written? Actually, there is no specific structure of an editorial, but if you study some good editorials, you will come to know how they are written. And as per the study of that editorials, well-known editorials, you can easily find out a structure of an editorial. An editorial being a kind of journalistic essay, it is an essay. There are more than 400 to 500 words are there in almost each and every editorial. So it is journalistic essay which is mainly divided into three parts. An introduction is the first part, main body is the second part, and the conclusion is the third part. You will definitely you perhaps have studied about any kind of an essay which has three basic parts: introduction, main body, and the conclusion. Like the same way, each and every editorial has these three parts. Generally, the first part introduces readers to the topic related to the prevalent situation at the national or international level and arouses curiosity among them. The introduction contains the topic which is introduced to the people, the topic which is at the level of national or international, and the background of the topic is made in the introduction, and that's why reader or the people should come to know the background of the particular issue. And that's why this is the first introductory part where editor especially introduces the particular topic to the reader, which definitely arouses curiosity in the mind of the people or the reader. It also makes a statement reflecting opinion of the editor. Sometimes there is an opinion of the editor, but it is not necessary that each and every editor should put his opinion in the introductory part. Generally, the opinion of that editor is in the conclusion. The statement made is in the editorial or in the introductory part is logically developed with supporting examples in the main body of the editorial. What is exactly in the main body of the editorial? There is a logical development of introductory part, or whatever the issue raised in the introduction is logically developed in the main body of the editorial with supportive examples. So main body contains supportive examples and logical development of the point. The readers are acquainted with the editor's point of view. In the last part, main points are summarized, and in the conclusory part, the main points are summarized in a logical way or with the opinion of the editor. So this is the structure of editorial. Now there are types of editorials. Based on purpose, form and content, editorials may be different types. Purpose-based types are: an editorial may be informative, argumentative or entertaining. These three types come under purpose. Then form. Similarly, it can be narrative, it can be descriptive or expository. Form should be descriptive or narrative. Contents are based on the topics they deal with. Editorials may be social, political, historical and scientific. These are the contents. But all these contents are generally based on the topic of the editorial. And the level of the editorial deals with national or international level. It depends on whether the issue is national one or international one. So 4 types of editorials are there generally: purpose based, form, content and level. So these 4 types are there for editorial. Then prerequisite of editorial writing. What should be requirement of editorial writing? First point is a command on English language skills helps an editor to write a good editorial. There should be a command on English language. Then and then only the editor can write a editorial in a proper way, in a thoughtful manner. Second point is a well-developed vocabulary is equally important. You must know almost each and every sector's vocabulary. Then the third point is craftsmanship is an integral part of editorial writing. And fourth one is a good editorial is result of constant practice and judicious use of language. Your language should be a polished one. You are able to use a polished language as well as use judicious language also, with the help of well-developed vocabulary. Appropriate word should be there in appropriate place. If you mind it well, then you will become a good editorial. To write an editorial, planning of the draft is a must. It begins with an outline. So planning of what exactly you are going to write, you must decide first of all, and then you chalk out a plan what exactly should be put before the readers. There should be an outline of your editorial writing so that you can become a good editor. In my next video, we will see section second of this topic, that is an introduction to media writing. We will start second section in my next video. Till then, thank you.